Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson. That's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Ginny.
Hey guys, I'm a third-year student at a mid/high-ranked university, parentheses, UVA, and I'm planning on taking the February LSAT. I didn't originally plan to go to law school, but I realized it was right for me later in my college career. That being said, I didn't take my GPA as seriously until recently. I have a 3.6 GPA that is rising, but I'm worried it's not high enough and won't be high enough by the time I apply for a top 14 school. How high of a score do I need to offset this? Would this GPA qualify me as a splitter with a high LSAT score? Thank you, Ginny.
Ginny, we always tell people GLAD. Focus on your grades first, then your LSAT, then apply broadly, then decide whether you're going to go to law school. That's GLAD. GPA, LSAT, apply, decide.
In that order, and you can do them discreetly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just grades only until the day I graduate. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Does it put you in a year or two later law school cycle? Yes. Is that bad? No. Is it good? Actually, yes. Taking a year or two off can only be a good thing for you. And tell your parents they don't know what they're talking about if they're trying to tell you the opposite of that. There's nothing wrong with taking a gap year or two. And I don't give a shit what you do during that gap year. Absolutely do not. Move to Honolulu and surf. Work at the Starbucks and surf. And then work on your LSAT and work on your applications and then decide whether you're going to go to law school once you get all those great offers.
Yeah. So what that means right now is you probably should stop studying for the LSAT. You're maybe even studying with us. We don't want to say goodbye, but we really think it's in your best interest to turn your focus to your GPA, because unless you're getting straight A's, and it sounds like you might not be. I mean, I know your 3.6 is from the past, but if that's what you had in the past and now you're focusing on grades, can you immediately on a dime start getting straight A's? Maybe. If you can, then fine. You might be able to have the bandwidth to also study for the LSAT. But I'd much rather you focus on your GPA and possibly
you've got time.
Even...
Jenny's got time actually to raise it, right? I mean, 3.6 isn't terrible. It's bad for the top 14. I mean, yeah, it's below the medians at the top 14, but you've got time to rehabilitate that. Jenny's also a person who might consider taking some community college classes to boost that.
Absolutely.
Right? Or take a bunch of cakewalk classes at UVA.
Yeah, or go over the summer, add some more classes. Usually summer classes are cheaper at universities, but I love the idea of community college classes. Do classes
by the
more
way,
than you need and easier
even
classes.
When community college classes don't count toward your university GPA, like even if UVA is like, oh, we don't count those classes, you're a UVA student, we only put your UVA grades on your UVA transcript. Maybe they do that. I don't care, because Law School Admission Council is going to disregard what UVA did, and they're going to instead just collect all of your transcripts, every grade that you accumulated before you graduated. The day you graduate, your GPA is set in stone. But before you graduate, you can do things to rehabilitate. So Ginny, consider it. Look up, what's the thing that you're most passionate about, especially if it's something that you're already kind of good at, like a thing that you're going to just excel at totally. See if you can take a class, as Ben said, over the summer. Maybe, I don't know how UVA works, but if UVA works in a way that you can take unlimited credits, maybe you could just load up a semester of a whole bunch of, take 18 credits of easy shit.
Yep.
But do whatever you got to do to see if you can bump that up to a 3.7 or, well, I mean, yeah, because where are you? You're third year. So yeah, I mean, spring of your third year, fall and spring of your fourth year, maybe take a fifth year. Although if you're paying like full price UVA undergraduate tuition, that might turn out to be a bad financial decision.
Well, this is where community college, online classes, things
Summer
like that
classes.
just delay graduation. You don't have to take classes to
Mhm.
delay your graduation.
But yeah,
And
if you got a 4.3, man, can you find a local community college that gives A pluses?
yeah, yeah,
We should think about doing that, huh? Make a list of community colleges that give A pluses.
not a bad idea.
Great way to game the system.
Yeah, especially for online classes, you can just sit at home, take them.
Online classes yes, online community colleges. So cheap and online, and they give A pluses. That's what we're looking for to rehabilitate your GPA. And everybody could start doing it, right? It's like seems like kind of a cheat code. You could just take 1 or 2 classes, just give a little boost.
A little boost. Yeah, absolutely. And then to see what impact it has, just go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships, put in an LSAT score you think you could reasonably get, and then start playing with those GPA numbers. Say,
Yeah.
hey, what if I did this? What if I took this other class and I got an A? I'd probably end up with this GPA, and how would that look? And how
Right.
could that affect my chances?
We probably should have said that up front. I'll say it again, lsatdemon.com/scholarships. Look at our scholarship estimator and play with various LSATs and GPAs because they answer all of these splitter type questions. And even broader than that it answers all of these questions about what kind of LSAT do I need.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, Ginny.
Thank you.
Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.